What is up, everyone? Curse Mark Reed back again for another stream. Happy day before Thanksgiving. Today we're playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. We're gonna try to beat case 2, or see how far we can get into it. So we're gonna do that. That is the plan for tonight. If you have not, the first case, I have the, if you're not, first of all, if you're not joining on my Discord, please join my Discord, which I will put in the chat right now. So please go and join the Discord. And if you want to, the first case, I've already put it up on my YouTube. When it goes up on YouTube as well, I post a link to it in the Discord, but you can go ahead and go over to my YouTube and subscribe to it as well. Subscribing on YouTube is free. Subscribing on here is not. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube to see when the videos go up, and they usually go up 2 to 3 days after I stream them. So there's that. But let's go ahead. I got my Gamer Subs waifu candy on standby for when my throat gets dry, because this is a lot of reading. So let's go ahead and get into it. How's everybody's hump day? How is everybody going to spend their Thanksgiving tomorrow? My family is not celebrating Thanksgiving until Saturday, because people can't, get here to the house until Saturday. So there's that. Let's go ahead and just get to the game. Let me hold on. Get my headset on. After Christmas, I will have a new webcam. So there is that. So you won't be able to look at this ugly pop. Although it's not ugly, I like it. It's cute. That's why I'm using it right now. Let's go ahead and get to the game. So we need to load the game. Justice for All Part 1 Investigation for Episode 2. That was no accident. Oh yeah, we saw this is the opening cutscene for the case. I was drugged with sleeping pills. Uh-oh. I was murdered by that person. Oof. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Ini? We'll go with Ini. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Well, I do not like where this case is going to go, or starting from. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess kept playing through my mind. Neat. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. The Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh, Jesus. What depressing ring. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business. We could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Gee. That's some bills and lawsuits waiting to happen. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Okay, you're upset. I get it. Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. You know, in the picture? It was her that got mixed up. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to it. So we are blaming a dead nurse that was probably grief-stricken because she accidentally mixed up medications and killed 14 people. I don't know where you're going with this. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. Oof. Oh, so that was a crash we saw. Okay, so who's the lady on the street? That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? Well, that's simple. Because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I would want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Why? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes. I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh, Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this would be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition. The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? What is going on? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m. Karain Village? I'm going with that. So this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Ah, it's a mini Maya! Why, hello there. Oh, she didn't even talk. She just out and left. See how it is. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Oh god, it's Maya. Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated, just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Oh, neat. Let's talk. Today's channeling. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. It had to be the tabloids, didn't it? That's what I thought. Hahaha, I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard it all from Dr. Gray. Well, I mean, that's a little better. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Karain Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh, neat. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Karain Village. Aunt. Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Her burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. To the meditation room. June 19th, Fae Manor, meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today, aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too. Guide map to the Fae Manor. A diagram of Fae Manor. Is something gonna happen here? So I'm getting a guide map to the place. I'm probably gonna have to use that in some sort of trial. Alright, so let's... I guess we get to talk to the doctor now? What are you going to do once the nurse spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. I got it. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. Sorry about that. A little intrusion. Alright, so how'd you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying in the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Crane School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is the daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, don't you see that hold on. Do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Alright, well, let's go meet her in the channeling chamber. June 19th, Fey Manor, channeling chamber. A lot of candles. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles? Phoenix, come on, man. Oh, Jesus! Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey. Nice to meet you. I have wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Alright, listen, lady. I just met you, and you are berating me? Don't make me come over there and get you, and stone cold stun you. Huh? Don't tell me you've already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Okay. So let's talk about Maya first. So why do you add mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Okay. Yes. How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry? She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Crane channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the branch. Oh god, we're going like Naruto with the Hyuga family. Main branch, side branch. Japanese are weird. Although I love the Japanese. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she could never become the master of the Kurain school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit it. I can never even begin to compare the lowliness of my powers to the master's. So that's how it is. Okay, so we'll talk about today's channeling. So today's channeling will be her first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. Okay, let's talk about this chamber. So this room is the channeling chamber. The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Kurain technique cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? Nothing at all. But what a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. I'm just gonna get out of here. Meditation room. Let's go to the Winding Way, see what we got here. June 19th, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Okay. Now let's go to the side room. June 19th, Fay Manor, side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There is bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Neat. Let's just go back to the Winding Way then. Hey, you! Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh god, it's her from the case that was on the lake. Oh well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are her name is Lotta Hart, but to get an achievement, you gotta call her Lotta Hair. Lotta Hair, was it? Lotta who? Wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun. I was just complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was cause of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. Looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You were working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor detail. Stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. The name's Hart. Lotta Hart. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gotta get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still at it. Being a photographer, I mean. Where's my achievement? I guess I gotta finish the dialogue with it. I'm supposed to get an achievement here. You betcha, the hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Speak of the devil. Paranormal photographer, that's my achievement. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. And she just leaves me. Lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Alright, so back to the meditation room. June 19th, Fae Manor, yada yada yada. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the I thought we weren't supposed to go into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. This guy's weird. Click. Wait, why does he get to go in? Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry so we get a bitter drink and some sweet fruit to eat. I don't get it. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear Madame, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. Wow. Well, what are you? This is Kurain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Wow. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. How long are we gonna wait? What the f? That a gunshot? Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. That sounds like a gunshot. What a bitch. Wow, okay. Hello, Caitlin, how are you? Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. We gotta break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to have to break the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there is one matter, that is. Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Slam. Oh, hey, we got in. Dr. Gray? Okay, well, she took a picture. She took a picture. And that man's lying on the ground bloody. I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? God dang it, Lotta! Quit taking pictures! Lotta, ain't a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. God dang it. Now Maya's killed somebody. She's channeled somebody and killed her. Not killed her, but killed Dr. Gray. Oh, I'm kind of glad Dr. Gray got killed. He was kind of weird. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine, mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. I guess talk to her? Yeah, let's just talk to Lotta here. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't that one... She wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? I mean, it sure looked like it. Oh yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Jesus. Lotta, what do you know about Miss Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. She wouldn't know what wet sheep smell like. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Okay. So let's go back to the meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? She returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. What the? Oh god, it's Gumshoe. Why is Gumshoe here? Oh yeah, we did call him, didn't we? The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? My name isn't Gumshoe. Oh, she called him Jim Shoe. I did not catch that. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Now I need to move to the village. Is she still out here? She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta. I am not even going to try this. God don't let it be me next. There you go. I got it. Clear as day. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If it weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer, that's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. She just can't. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside? She did. 2 even. The seance murder? I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. But Lotta, sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops for the scoop of the century. What in the... What is going on? I'm just gonna... I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? To the channeling chamber. The police are busily running through here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Alright. Ow, cat! You're biting my... Quit! Ow! Mother... Sorry if I yelled in your ear. Cat bit my toe. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the oh god, he was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Uh-huh. Okay, well, let's just move to the meditation room. Let's just get out of here. Let's go the winding way now. And then to the side room. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Oh, what? Okay. Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like, the channeling? Reads the next victim, death by cat toe bite. Channeling? Oh, no, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. God. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she has to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eenie Meenie. Her name is Eenie Meenie! I'm just gonna start throwing things. And, at the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology? Okay. Parapsychology. That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Great. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good? Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came here to, like, sleep. Every 4 words it's like with this... I hate her already. I totally feel like I wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient? Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Yeah. She's, like, trying to hide something, like, yeah. Alright, let's go back this way. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Does she talk? Well, she does something. Nope, she just runs away. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Back to the meditation room. Oh, dear madam, you have such Dear madam, you have such impeccable... I'm not a girl. Oh, it's her. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. Oh, well, you know, that happened. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th, 8:02 a.m. Fey Manor. Oh, morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Oh, hey, look, we're here. We're there ASAP. June 20th, 10:34 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Nick! Maya, what am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so I didn't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Alright, well, let's just talk about this stuff. So you're the master of So you're the master or something of the Kering School of Channeling. Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. Ew. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. Alright, what exactly happened in the channeling chamber? Alright. I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? Let's ask about this dream, shall we? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried... Oh. Dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable. Really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Okay, well that's weird. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it. Okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. We're gonna be the attorney! But, what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. I mean, technically, it was a gun that did it. So the hands didn't... tomato, tomato. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? Sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama? It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Maya's Magatama, slightly translucent. It's small but it has a deep, profound aura about it. Okay. Let's go to the Wright & Co. law offices then. Oh, just a second. There it is. Gotta wipe the sweat off my cup. And my desk. So, June 20th, Wright & Co. law offices. It feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other... Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Alright. So let's go to Kurain Village. Neat. Every time. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? To the meditation room. Neat. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. And into the chamber. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, well... Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. God, you are such a... she is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. That was very specific. Well, you know. Alright, so what happened? I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? No, of what happened in the news. That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. So you slapped her in the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Jesus. Abusive. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send that nurse spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in the court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that's why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be called calling danger upon the client the guy. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity! I've heard to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. Alright, let's talk about Pearl. So how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is great, her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the Alright, Calling it now. She's got something to do with this. She was hoping Dr. Gray would kill Maya so her daughter could be the master. Calling it now. Write it down. Put it in the notes, Caitlin. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? This lady has something to do with it. And I'm going to find out what. Alright, so we need to examine the folding screen. I guess this is the folding screen? It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? The folding screen, about 8 inches off the ground. It's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. That's suspicious. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Move to the meditating room, to go the winding way, go into the side room. June 20th, Fay Manor, winding way. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Do they have school? Side room. June 20th, Fay Manor, side room. No, not her! Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday, the, dentist? I am not a dentist. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire. That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith, right. Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. Did she? No. 1. Oh, she did get 3 letters. Okay. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about that yesterday. It's the sesame allergy too. What I really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's why what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it. Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like the medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too. That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray know each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Okay, well, let's leave her alone. Back to the winding way. The nerve. Caitlin, you got your name back! Was that what you were doing, was changing your name? Has it been 30 days and you can finally change your name back? No, I didn't. Where's my 20? Where's my 20? Wait a minute. So is this your other phone? Your other device? Your other, you know? I don't know. I've been able to for like a month. So, you just didn't put 23 on it. I don't know. Oh, hey, look, it's Pearl. Ah, you've surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. No, someone took my name. It looks like... So somebody took your Clumsy Kate 23, so you can only be Clumsy Kate now? Or what? I don't know. You gotta explain these things to me. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Let's present this thing. Oh yeah, Maya's had to give this to you. Oh no. Oh no. So you can't get Clumsy Kate 23 now. So you're just Clumsy Kate. Got it. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special... Oh God, no. No, no, no. No, not that. No. Maya's a little young for Nick. Just saying. What? So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh. Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? Little younger Lotta. I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... Hee, I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Okay! Wait, I gotta see this. Profiles. How old is Nick? Hold on, I gotta look this up. How old is... Phoenix, not Nick. I mean, you know, he was, when you first see him, he's 21. He's in his 20s right now, and Maya's 18. I don't know, maybe. I'm just gonna shut up. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I study the Karen technique. Ah, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. For sure. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Black key, an old steel key. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute just to call... You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Alright, I'm getting some suspicious about you, Phoenix, now. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Bright light. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. I don't like that. It feels like there's going to be a new mechanic in this game now. Alright, so let's go to the meditation room. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once. I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine... You showing the gun to a kid? Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Alright, let's present... News... Oh, show this to... Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey! It's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. So, Mimi Miney was the nurse that died. The lady, the one that says like all the time, her name is Eenie Miney, so I'm guessing that's either her mother or her sister or some relation. I think now we got another suspect. That their eeny meeny girl. Got a suspect, another suspect now. Okay. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify to fucking Lotta. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene inside? Lotta's hot pictures? I wonder where a camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? Okay, let's talk about the victim. About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut out an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy are those big. It looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Alright, and now we gotta talk about tomorrow's trial. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. Wasn't Von Karma like the vampire dude from the first game that won every case he was in until we caught him? Because he was the one that did that big crime. I'm confused here. What? Von Karma? Yeah, that dude. Manfred Von Karma. He was an honest, awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of that evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Oof. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Professor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. The 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about... Oh, no, the kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Edgy. His whole Edgeworth. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore now that he's gone. Oh yeah, Edgeworth did retire at the end of the first game, and neat. So, winding way to the side room. June 20th, Fey Manor, side room. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No. How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. What is going on? What is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the magnetama. Only you can see these Psylocks, Mr. Nick. Psylocks? Let's call them Psychlocks. The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's magnetama on this person, and let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. It will hurt me. I'm good. I don't want to get hurt. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I got to start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. Alright. Yeah. So, the victim. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Call me a roach. This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's magnetama. Alright, so... Oh, I gotta present it like this. Okay. Take that! The victim. Oh, so we're doing like little testimonies in here. Okay. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Amy and Dr. Gray. Well, that's easy. That's the newspaper clipping number 2 showing that Mimi Miney knew Dr. Gray. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Or Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. Oh, okay, so she was a sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Hey, we broke the lock. Okay, these are pretty neat. Unlock successful. Alright, let's try this one more time. The victim. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Alright, her sister looks like she would be mean. Just saying. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was, like, a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? that guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how our psych lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Okay. So, let's just, you know, go here. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Ah, the village. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Karain Village. Really? Wow, that's, pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait. She ran off. Again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Ha. To the detention center. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. It's Mia! Oh, it's just a family reunion, isn't it? Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand out on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. Yeah, retire. Yeah, let's call it retirement, shall we? But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Kind of sounds like if you watched all My Hero Academia. What All Might says, a hero always smiles no matter how hard it gets. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I would say I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please. Believe in your convictions and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Neat. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. I'll take any hint you got, lady. Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard from her, I'm sure, when a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. I knew it! A setup! It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Well, I don't... How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. It's the key that my, Pearl gave us. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold is exactly what it sounds like. It's a key. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen, right now the key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But that tells me nothing. But how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... What? I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh. Oh, what? Mia, what? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psych locks. Neat, which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? I mean, okay, to be continued. So we get to the trial next. So it took us an hour and a half to get to the trial. See my progress. Or, yeah, about an hour and a half. Alright, let's do this. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 3. Oh, Defendant Lobby number 3. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, also he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Boom, boom. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly? You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. You are just... Okay. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life, Maya, Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick. June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. It's a lady. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Guessing this is Von Karma. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am not even gonna try to say her name. Screw it. Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. Why is it phone? Get out of here. Why? Yeah, sure, go. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to the country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking! Why does she have a whip? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ah! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defendant's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dream of foolish dreams. Wait, what? Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Neat. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. She's curtsying like she's already won this. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father, like father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh hey, look, it's Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Nick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If anyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room. Sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? Yeah. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Ooh, floor plans for the crime scene. A diagram of the channeling chamber. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Witness testimony, cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Okay. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Dr. Gray's autopsy report. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point-blank... They didn't say point-blank range, but... Neat. The court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness. Alright, cross-examination. Okay. Alright, so we're going to press here. We stop being so tempting. What does that got to mean? And hello, Loki. How are you? Are you over your... Oh, I'm not going to say anything. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim. It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing it. The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on the pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ugh, I won't enter her hands there. Press. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Wow. She likes to say the same word in a single sentence. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. But before... just gonna press on it. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. Oh, a fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looked like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Ugh. This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? He's gonna press. Shut up. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off. Okay, press on it. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you can come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to foolish opinions of other foolish fools. I am already hating this lady, and this is the first time I met her. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? I think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ugh, what a pain. Okay, well, that's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. We've got a pistol. The murder weapon was Gray's, 2 shots fired, but bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. And the knife, murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the Fays, bears Maya's fingerprints. Okay. The date and time of death was June 19th, 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Plead not guilty! If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ow! With the whip! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Witness testimony, incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of this crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Wow. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Maya's costume. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Alright. We're supposed to press on this. This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So were there any other clothes you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further! Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Ugh, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. There is one little thing. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. What's this hole? Who put a hole in her costume? Take that! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There is a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. Wasn't this around the hole? Wait, what's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya's costume. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of murder. Press the check button for more details. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony that just now was a fluke, nothing more. I'm throwing objections out now. How can you say something like this? This is a huge oversight. While I agree, it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. This evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then no way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Well, now we get to present the costume. Objection! Objection! Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is a bullet hole you... Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. There was 2 shots. Is that what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew it. Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. Oh, no. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together that scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Okay, so what transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. That's... this scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Okay. What transpired? Okay. Okay, so on this, he missed, huh? But then that contradicts the hole in the costume. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far away after that. We got her. Well, then... That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took a shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. But something doesn't make any sense around here. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yeah, very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Well, it's this folding screen that has a bullet hole in it. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to this hole in the folding screen. Ah. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Let me get a sip real quick. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low on the ground. Ooh. Order, order. This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. I'm gonna guess it's right about here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrimped like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean... Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Oh. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things... Oh, wait, okay, so I screwed up. So... Here, I guess? Sure, right here. She was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole in this costume. Ah, curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything! Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the Oh no. No, no, no. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strained goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come. He might like the punishment, but you know, whatever. But punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's got to be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued in the next 5 minutes. Because looking at the time now, we're probably going to be able to get through the first day's trial. And probably won't be able to get to day 2 of the investigation. Man, these days, this game takes a while to do stuff. But, you know. What was I saying? It's a good thing that this game is, like, long. I'm enjoying it. So, June 21st, 11:37 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew, that was a close one. I know, you were giving it your all to defend me. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing me? Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you saved me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. God dang little kids. June 21st, 11:47 a.m. Courtroom number 2. Back at it again. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. She didn't witness anything. Witness your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare what in tarnation. Hey, Judge, this here is a violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Witnesses account. Only the doc and the defendant went to the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. That is definitely not what happened. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me. Reckon course is short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Oh, weird. That is not good. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in the room. Lotta's photo, a picture taken at the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Alright, so we need to press here. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, weren't you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you, witness? Continue. What you doing, cat? We're waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard the gunshot. Press on that. Was it really a gunshot? Kind of a... Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Alright, we're supposed to press on this too. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'd take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? No. Get down, cat. Get down. Get down. Get down. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Alright, we're pressing on this, too. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. We're gonna press her harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? After you took a picture? I was murdered. Click. Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order. Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Oh, present accurate testimony, my bad. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back onto my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. With that, we come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats. And I'm trapped like one. Again. Oh, supposed to press on this. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch, does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given. Huh? What in the... Wreck given? You know, you reckon? That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Wreck given? I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as, now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Miss Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go... What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? I don't have anything to present, so no. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally. 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer's someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Oh. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls? Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in that channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray. Click. I was murdered. What? What? She did take 2 pictures. Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore... Oh, it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more, what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber? Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Alright, what we got? Witness account part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Witness account part 2, cross-examination. Uh-huh, yeah. Uh-huh. Press. 2, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been withholding? No, no, no. You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? But Von Karma? Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. Confront her! Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from this court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think the pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that? If I want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Lotta's picture 2, a picture taken at the murder scene. Neat, neat. That is not Maya. Okay, that's not Maya. Look at the face. I guess I look at the other. I'll shut up. What is this picture? It's obvious the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya Fey? It's not Maya! Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in, traded places with the defendant. I mean, sure. Order, order, order. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry dessert, Mr. Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. What? This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. I touched my glasses to the smudge. Better. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into that person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. Looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? If I gave up here, this trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. If there's any way I can prove that this person in this picture is not Maya, I can prove it. Your Honor? Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange? I did not get a chance to read that. The bottom of... Sure, this. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah, oh yeah, the bullet. I forgot about the bullet hole. Oh, the bullet hole. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, that should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Again, with her smiling and waving her finger like that. Ah, she got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tisk, tisk. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. Don't give it to Gumshoe. Gumshoe's cool in my book. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Or decision. I couldn't really tell what that was. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it will appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you got into this in one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. This person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order, order, order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess. I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah! What the heck? There any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis. You're looking mighty scared, so why don't we say you... I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? You and me both, Phoenix. Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you can have enough in your... Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around. That's right, Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you have come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Maya had left the room! Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her Aunt Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. I have a key. Take that. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Huh? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes? It looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but... why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. Oh. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has certainly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I've never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow, that was you, Pearl. That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I thought I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick? I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing, so sheltered. To be continued. Alright, I think this is where we are stopping for the night. Give it a good old save. So we'll be starting episode 2 part 3 investigation next Wednesday. Let's go back to the talk screen real quick. So thanks everybody again for coming out tonight for Phoenix Wright Justice for All. If you're not part of my Discord, there's the link to my Discord. If you've missed either the first part of the playthrough or you missed a part of this, I am putting it all up on the YouTube. So go subscribe to my YouTube, and you can watch it whenever you like. It'll probably be up either 3 to 2 days after it is. It'll be up 2 to 3 days after this. So stay tuned for that. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. And now I need to find somebody to send you guys to. Because I think I'm going to send you guys over to T-Shaw, who is playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't know if he's a proud mode run of it, so that's what I'm going to send you guys to. So Ray, not Reed. I can't spell tonight. There we go. Ray has been created, so please stay for that. I like for people to go and support the people I send you to. Other than that, I will see you guys Friday probably. I don't know what we're gonna be playing on Friday, but I will see you then. So this is Curse Mark Reed signing out.